people usually spend their money and invest what's left. That's the philosophy of the poor. Now here's the philosophy of the rich. Rich people invest their money and spend what's left. And here's the startling answer. It really doesn't matter what the amount is. What's most important is not the amount. What's really important is the philosophy. So I would ask you to adopt this philosophy of spending after you have invested.
Okay, we'll start out with some of this performance to get the ball rolling. So we've got this Bitwise terminal. You can hook up your BIMEX trading account. So let's just go ahead and open this. Boom. Okay, and that's loaded. So this is basically loaded up the performance, and this is a daily performance. Okay, and we can see here the extractions. This is the current one running. I got a trade running at the moment, just in a bit of a drawdown, nothing too major. So a little drawdown here, but we can see here pretty much every day we're extracting. We just, you know, these are fee payments for the day, and you can see the P&L percentage there, and you can see the withdrawals here and inputs. So this is funny. I got a funny story about this one. BIMEX was holding a competition, pizza day trading competition, and it was from the 6th to the 22nd. So there's a couple of different ways you can participate and earn. So we can see here the first one is total volume. You have to do take a volume, and you know, without going into too many details, you just basically, it's just a trading competition. Okay, so when we scroll down to the leaderboard, I started in the first week attacking this and started moving up the leaderboard, but then because my account's so high, I couldn't quite get up high on the leaderboard. So anyway, I stopped, and then I get an email saying I won. You can see here my position. My position is 47 on the leaderboard, 9.32% return on investment. So that's return on the account. That's how much take a volume, and this is the volume I traded for the 3 weeks. So when I received my reward, that was a reward, 0.0004 Bitcoin. It worked out to like $28 or something. Anyway, I calculated, I paid over $500 in fees for that period, $28 back. Okay, and this one's the monthly one. So yeah, smashing it. So pretty much that's 2 years worth of history on trades. You can see each month here. You know, this line here is 0.3 Bitcoin. I mean, this line at the top here is 0.6. So you can see this month here as 0.6 Bitcoin earned. You can see it's this column right here, March 2024, 0.6 Bitcoin, and that month I withdrew 1.7 Bitcoin. I think that was the Merlin campaign. But yeah, so let's move on. CLTV Bank, the smart wallet updates here. This staking has just gone live today. Ins and outs, how you can stake some BRC20s and earn CLTV. So I'm just going to go over it. So here you can lock FCDP or lock OSHI. These are both BRC20 tokens. What we need is we need the Taproot wallet, and if I open up this address type here, you can see different types of addresses. Okay, and we want to be using this Taproot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inscribe the tokens, I'm going to send it to the Taproot, and then we're going to go from there. So here in this wallet you can see I've got some FCDP, so we're just going to park it all in one wallet and then go from there. So when I go into the FCDP tokens, if I open this and attempt to transfer, I won't be able to transfer them because the BRC20s you have to inscribe first, and then after the inscriptions have been confirmed, then you can send. So you just click this here, type in the amount, select your fee, and then click next, and that will then inscribe. Okay, so I just done some prior to this video. So when I open up the FCDP in this wallet, you can see 6 here now are transferable, and if I click transfer, I can select this 6, and then I can click next and send it to the address that I wish to send it to. So what I'm saying is when you're transferring these things, okay, I'm going to transfer this, pop in the address, and then I'll double check the fee rate. Okay, so the fee rate's 46 in the next block. You can pay 40 sat but this might drop into this barrier, this second block, so I'm gonna pay the 47 and get it in. But when we look at this block, look, this block's now nearly 50, so this is 46. If this increased one sat, those transactions have just pushed, gonna fall into this block. So we've got the FCDP coming into our Taproot wallet ready to stake here. We've got OSHI coming into the Taproot wallet to stake here now. Okay, so next we need a UTXO of about $50, between $50 to $100 in our wallet. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. Basically send $50 worth of Bitcoin from this wallet to my Taproot wallet. But even if you've got just in the Taproot wallet your Bitcoin, then you can just send it to yourself. So I'm just going to send here $50 worth of Bitcoin. So we'll do about 0.001 Bitcoin and connect our wallet to the website. So the first thing I need to do is to basically create the inscriptions for the FCDP and OSHI. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do all 28. So you can see here there's 0 but +7, and that's because the previous unconfirmed transaction here, so I'm gonna have to wait. So now we have all the things prepared, so we'll go ahead and lock FCDP. You can see the amount there, 28. You can see the inscription there, 28. Stake successful. We can see here that we've got the staked FCDP there, 28, staked OSHI 7, and we can see our rewards accumulating here. We've got 17,000 plus CLTV tokens. For OSHI, we've got over 5,000 CLTV tokens. No idea how much this is, so you know, this is like a trifecta mining type protocol we can see here. Very cool, very cool. So that's that done and dusted. And when we have a look at the price action, look at this, guys, $153 per token. There's not much supply here. There's literally like 6 tokens and then it goes up over 200. And when we look on the OKX market, we can see around the same price, 150. OSHI isn't as much, as you can see, not much volume here. $100 per token. Man, I remember when this was up over $1,000 per token back in the day. Hey ho. And look at this one, same. Okay, let's jump on a couple of charts here. So the first one I'm going to look at is obviously DOG, because DOG is just smashing it. I mean, look at this price action. So I'm just basically going to talk about the tokens that I'm stacking at the moment, and that's about it. So this DOG one, obviously I got the airdrop from the RUNE stones that we talked about when we was doing the Merlin campaign. Stacked some up, not this low, but on the way down here we stacked quite a bit more up off a arbitrage opportunity on the Merlin swap on Merlin chain. So we stacked up quite a bit around this decline, and just look at it, look at this measurement, look, 200+%, and this is in the space of a week. So you remember this one, Bitcoin Wizards, and yeah, still holding pretty much the full bag of this. You know, look at this, went all the way down below $3 and now it's on the move up. So you know, this is going to migrate to Magic Internet Money. We can see, look at this 200%, but in the last 7 days, oh, what's that? Yeah, moving up. So Bitcoin Wizards, DOG. You also have this PUPS, which I've been talking about, has moved down quite a large amount from its peak. As you can see here, peaking up around over $80. So really guys, this is the chart I want to talk about today. Bitcoin against oil, okay? And when we look at this, okay, we're just going to rewind. Okay, run up, retracement, we break the high, come up, make a big high here, and then retrace back down. Okay, cool. And now we're moving back up, and okay, cool. Just done a basic breakdown of what's happened here, but let's just look at more detail when we put this into logarithmic. Okay, as you can see, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewind it all the way back. So what we're looking at here is Bitcoin launching, okay, 2017. You know what was happening. We won't talk about the dollar chart here, but I just want to, just in your mind, think oil and then think Bitcoin. Okay, now oil, barrels of oil, Middle East, energy, things like that. Oil is the #1 kind of trade currency. Oil is power. Okay, now when we look at this chart of Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin, okay, moving up against oil. So this, when we see this chart move up, it means Bitcoin's stronger than oil. And then when it turns down like so, it means oil's stronger. That's why it's moving down, okay? So what we see from this move is value moving from oil to Bitcoin, okay? And look at it, non-stop. Impulse move up, little retracement, and then large candle to the upside, that strong candle, and then we move higher, retest that high, and then continue, okay? And we're talking about this move here from there to there, 1,000, nearly 1,600%. Okay, cool. Peaks out, and then at this point here, okay, in December 2017, I don't know what's happening. This is where we see a lot of stuff going on, celebs going online, people like Wolf of Wall Street going online saying Bitcoin's a scam. Everybody is throwing everything at Bitcoin is a scam. Okay, this is where it starts appearing on TV and stuff. And look at what happens. So we come back down and kind of this is a key level, okay? This spot right here is a key level. It's where it's just turned around, and if I box this off like I would with a whale area, look at it, it just dips right into it and strong move out. Okay, cool. We've moved on up, and then a lot of pressure has come onto this. There's a lot of pressure that has pushed this down into this key level, okay? And then we've got buys, okay, strong buy to the upside, another one, retracement down. That's just a mini setup there, and it continues until this point, this high here gaps up major. We have to reiterate that this is oil against Bitcoin. This isn't a dollar, so this is actual something that is worth a lot. And then from there it's non-stop. Look, okay, starts moving up, gaps up, moves up. Remember, this is the previous high, has a little move down, okay, and then okay, we're at this point here, okay, we're just coming into 2020. It's January, February, so we're just before the COVID crash here. Now remember, oil against Bitcoin, so we have like a gap up and a big strong candle to the downside, the next candle to the upside, and then we have a big spike up. So 2020 March crash, COVID crash, recovery, and then all of a sudden, like, oil has just lost it. You can see this spike up past its previous high here, and it's just gone parabolic. And I think at this point is where we're starting to see a lot of people panic, thinking that Bitcoin is just going to consume everything. And then that's when we see things in the economy start to get stimulated. And this is where we see this, okay, the move down. So it moved up to new highs, and then it's moved down, okay. And I'm not going to get into the exact, we don't know what's happening, okay. I'm just using instinct, the way they manipulate oil and things like that. So at this point here is where the oil actually fell to zero. So you can see the big crash, the Bitcoin, yeah. So oil crashed to zero, oil starts to recover, but at this point here we're seeing that Bitcoin, oil's recovered, but Bitcoin just continues to outperform in oil, and this is why it's moving up the price, okay. We move to the high there, one spike out, move down, liquidity grab here, and then we get that move down. So this is April 2021, liquidity grab 2 engulfing. These are whale signals. If I turn this on here, you'll see the whales just appear at the top there. So the whale signals appear, and then the price starts to move down, okay. So we move all the way down, we're mopping, we get to July, and then we start to move up, okay, make a high, come down, fail to break, move down, okay. That's the end right there, November 2021. From this point, just all downside. Now we are back at this precipice at the top, right at the peak, with a cup and handle, reverse cup and handle, this is it. Oil versus Bitcoin. So I'm going to summarize on this. Bitcoin is charging, they panic, they throw things at Bitcoin, the direction switches. At this point in this key level, investors step in, it gaps past the point at where the trend switches. Okay, you can see it creeping up, you can see that spike there. Okay, it's crept up to the point, it's not give anything away, and then one big gap, one big candle, left them all dry, and then continues. Look, falling wedge here, breaks, COVID, oil to zero here. Then at that point where oil is at zero, they've stacked up, they've literally got all the oil, stole all the oil at this point. Then Bitcoin took a little retracement, attacked up to the high. So this has just continued to the point where, you know, Bitcoin's topping out at 60 odd K, 65K. There's been a move down. Then this point is where, you know, something's happened at this point, and at this point I'm pretty sure that this is where all the oil and things like that, it just started to push the price towards oil, because the cost of oil is so high, much higher now because of all of that. Until we get to this point in 2022, June 2022, we have a double bottom here of some description. Something's happened in the world, and then this has switched. So the price of oil has got cheaper, but Bitcoin is getting more expensive. And then this is where we're seeing all the talk about BlackRock, and everybody's in on crypto. Okay, so as you can see, Bitcoin is a scam here. Actually, Bitcoin is a scam here. Get out, pushes it down, they stack it up, get hold of the oil or whatever, I don't know what they're doing. It comes to the point here, and now at this point, after they've accumulated around here, they launched the ETFs, and now we're moving up. We're at the point, we're going to break into this higher area, and we're on logarithmic. So when you see, that's it, it's all over, guys. So that's all I got to say for today. Hope you can see what I'm seeing here, and I'll see you on the other side. Jump onto my trading view, drop me a follow, and you'll be able to see all of these ideas here, the blueprint. So we've got the blueprint here, and when we open it up, you know, I posted this back in Q1, Q2 2023 with this blueprint, and we can see when I press play here that this line here, this red line is the halving. We're way past that, and just look at this, boom, look at that, straight past it, all good. Additional to that, we've also got the gold versus Bitcoin chart, and again, red line, check this, boom, look at that. So at that I was forecasting minus 84% drawdown, and we're well on the way. Now bearing in mind gold is moving nicely. We've also got this cool chart here with the Bitcoin in orange at the top and the US spread. Okay, and you know, this Bitcoin bull run is going to end somewhere near the end of this box. Jump on to have a read about that. But when we play it, okay, it's pushed up, come back down, pushed up, come back down. It's not exactly flying up, but if you study this chart in a bit more detail, you'll see how you can use it to your advantage. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap this up now, and hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.